What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another GeForce Now News Thursday. We do this every single week here, but this week is something special and something different. I don't even know if you guys are ready for the news this week. I know my jaw dropped when I saw this news. There's just a lot to unpack here. There's a lot going out. We are announcing the new generation of GeForce Now, and we are talking about the 9 games that we've got for this week, and at least one of those is a big deal. At least I believe it will be for a lot of people. So before we dive a little bit deeper into it, I've got something for you guys to check out, a little trailer to introduce you to exactly what we're talking about when it comes to the next generation of GeForce Now. I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, so in a nutshell, that is the GeForce Now SuperPod, the next generation of GeForce Now, the RTX 3080 tier, and there's a lot to unpack, as I said, and I really don't want to do it all in the announcement and news video because it would get pretty insane here. So I am going to have a second video coming out very shortly, whether it be the same day as this video or the next day. It may even already be up by the time you're watching this, but I am going to have another video up that we are going to deep dive even more into the new generation of GeForce Now. More about what these rigs are capable of, more about the big picture of where cloud gaming is going and what this means for not only GeForce Now, but the cloud space in general. And there's things I haven't even shown in this video that I'll be showing in the next one as well. Some pictures and slides and things that we can talk about deeper that I didn't want to get into here. So there's just so much to go through and unpack. It's so exciting. You can only do so much in one video. So yes, we do have the next generation of GeForce Now coming. It's really exciting. We're talking about up to 1440p 120 frames per second on a PC or Mac. We're talking 4K 60 with HDR on a Shield TV, which is amazing. And I think that GeForce Now understands, especially for the player base that is PC gamer, we want the 1080p, the 1440p experience at the PC. On most smaller screens, that resolution is also more than fine. But when we jump over to the TV, we really do like to have that 4K HDR experience when possible. And I think the performance and the features that they're targeting are right on. I think they're really spot on for where we're headed. And really, I can just see their cloud gaming getting to the point here where they're just like mimicking your local PC gaming. And they're even talking about the latency and the experience being that rivaling a lot of local hardware. And I think that's just insane. I think that's so cool. And it's something I can't wait to get to try out and to share with you guys as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do that very soon. It'll be really fun. As you saw in the slides, pre-orders open up today, the day this video went out, for priority and founders members. So make sure, because there's limited availability, make sure you get on if you're interested and do a pre-order. Now, if you go up to the 3080 tier and you just aren't happy with it for whatever reason, or maybe it's not cost effective for you, you can knock back down to your founders or priority membership. Same price that you already have. You're not going to lose that. Very, very fair what they're doing with GFN. It's founders for life. So that means whether you jump up or down in your tier there, you're gonna stay that founder, and you're gonna have your same price for your priority or founder tier that you already had, even if you go back and forth. So I think that's really great. Their claims on latency are amazing. Again, I think it just sounds wonderful. It's where I've wanted cloud to get for so long, because I really wanted to mimic the local experience as much as possible. And as good as a lot of cloud has gotten, there isn't any cloud service out there yet as far as performance, latency, picture quality, and so on that can really get you there when it comes to local. So while I haven't been hands-on yet, just taking things at face and what the news is here, it sounds like we are getting to that point now, which would be amazing, or very close. So we were mentioning in a podcast last week that cloud gaming has been a slow burn. It's had false starts a decade ago. It's had issues here and there, but this time it's sticking, okay? And we've got the internet infrastructure we didn't have a decade ago. We've got more people with high-speed internet and devices with them with great internet and things like that. Cloud is here now, and cloud has a huge future. This is no longer like cloud's going to come and go. So it's somebody had to make a leap, right? We've got Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Sony's going to be doing something. Everybody's kind of looking at cloud and the money that can be made, the players that can be reached with their great games and things like that. And it's here to stay. And somebody had to make that leap. And in my opinion, GeForce now is making that first leap, that first big leap in cloud with this new hardware, with the new design setup that they have. We're going to talk more about the latency setup and everything in the next video, but the improvements we're looking at all around really are amazing, and I'm really excited to be able to bring the news. And on top of that, we've got 9 games for this week, and one of those games, like I said, is pretty big, and you saw it in the slide if you watched the trailer. New World. Of the 9 games, New World is included. So without waiting any longer, let's go ahead and jump into the new games. And like I said, I promise there's another video coming out where we're going to really talk more deeply about these upgrades to GeForce Now. All right, let's take a look at the games we've got for this week, including Amazon Games New World. All right, so first up this week, we've got Disciples Liberation, a dark fantasy strategy RPG. Now, this was a day-and-date October 21st release for the Steam and Epic Game Store. We've got Elin, a new game launch over on Steam. This is an open-world action combat MMORPG, October 18th release. Now, over on Ubisoft Connect, you can get involved in the free trial week for Riders of the Republic. So the game doesn't actually launch till October 28th, but they're having a trial week, and that's being supported here on GFN, so you can go check that out. We've also got Tomb Raider, or Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, new game launch over on the Epic Game Store. I actually didn't know about this coming. I'm going to have to check this out and see what it's all about. Next, we've got Sword and Fairy 7, the 7th sequel to this series, an action RPG based on Chinese art style. It's October 22nd, day-and-date release for Steam. We've got The Forgotten City over on the Epic Game Store and on Steam, so whichever store you're supporting there, you'll be able to jump in and play on GFN. The game is also currently on sale. Legend of Keepers, also for Steam and the Epic Game Store. So again, whichever place you're enjoying your games, you'll be able to enjoy them with GFN either way. And then one of the big ones, of course, New World, September 28th release. This game has not been out very long. I'm really enjoying it and absolutely cannot wait to jump in on GeForce Now and give it a shot. Last, we've got Townscaper. This was an August 26th release. All these games are pretty recent, and also this was well reviewed, so another great addition to GeForce Now. So before we get into the end of the video, I have another announcement here, updates for everyone. So the Edge browser support is coming back in beta form for update 2.0.34. Also, this update includes the new adaptive sync technology you've probably seen slides for in this video already, giving all members a smoother gaming experience no matter what the tier. This technology synchronizes the frame rendering to the local display display, reducing stuttering and eliminating dropped and repeated frames. It also helps to reduce the latency to 68 milliseconds or less for many gamers joining the new GeForce Now RTX 3080 tier. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the end of the video, get things wrapped up for you, but don't leave yet because there's a couple of more announcements left as we go. All right, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of GeForce Now news for this week. That's your 9 games right there. And again, New World's going to take the cake, right? I think most people are going to be talking about New World. It's a fantastic MMO from Amazon, but there are a lot of other great games on there. We're getting Riders Republic as well, Shadow of the Tomb Raider 20th Anniversary Edition from Epic. There's just a lot of decent titles on there. So it's going to be all about the new tier and probably all about New World. But what a week. What a strong week for GeForce Now, the strongest week for GeForce Now. And speaking of New World, right? Like, I called New World to be an exclusive on Luna if it went to the cloud, and I was completely wrong. And that's good, because what that tells me is maybe Amazon's thinking more like Microsoft, where get their games out and get them in as many places as possible to get that player base up, and that's the most important thing, and have the game in as many places as possible. So if that's the mindset, I'm really happy to see that come from them, from both GFN and from Amazon Games. That's awesome. There is sweepstakes, like giveaways all week, October 21st to the 28th, Twitter and Facebook, hashtag the future is now, follow the prompts, enter the sweepstakes, see if you can win something cool over there. Really, really awesome that they're doing that. It's more of like a celebratory week for them, and it should be. I'm sure the amount of hard work that went into this for years to get to where they are today and for this announcement has been insane. So huge congratulations to the team over at Nvidia and GeForce Now for being able to make this kind of stuff happen. For seeing the vision and bring this kind of hardware to the cloud and this kind of experience for gamers. And honestly, who better to do it than Nvidia, in my opinion? They've been in the PC gaming space for so long and are such a force. It kind of makes sense, to be honest. So also, one last note, I don't think I mentioned earlier in the video. I did mention if you're a founder or a priority tier member, and you move up to the RTX 3080 tier, you can back down and not worry about having issues with that back and forth, right? But the other thing is, if you are a founders member, right, not just a priority, if you're an original founders member, you got your founders badge and all that kind of stuff, you'll get a 10% off on your RTX 3080 tier. And if you revert back down to priority, it's not working for you, it's not cost effective, whatever, you'll be able to retain your pricing too. So really fair stuff, really consumer friendly. Again, I think the team at GFN really thought out a lot of the things when it comes to the memberships, the founders, showing appreciation to people who have been there all the time as well, and to new customers, and bringing this type of hardware and experience and showing how serious they are in the cloud really means a lot. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. As always, I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, leave me your comments below, and let me know what you think. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.